Hi guys! Sorry I haven't made a video in a really long time. I started getting really sick after we made videos last. I think the last video I made was when I was 19 weeks pregnant, which was so long ago. So long ago. Alright, we're in the kitchen. It's really dark outside and I couldn't make a video in my room, so we're gonna get a kitchen video. 18 weeks, I kept getting really sick. I ended up throwing up all the way until about 30 weeks, so I had really bad morning sickness all the time, which really sucked. But and nothing would make it any better, and I kept getting contractions all the time, so we ended up going to labor and delivery a lot. We go to the Kaiser in Modesto, so why do I say a lot? Sorry. But anyways, I go to Kaiser Modesto, and until you're 30, I think it's 32 or 34 weeks or whatever, you have to go to Dameron and Stockton. So we had to end up driving to Dameron and Stockton a couple of times, which really sucked because it's like 45 minutes away. But anyways, we kept driving into there to make sure everything was okay with the baby. Everything was great. I kept bleeding a couple times and everything, but everything checked out and it was perfect, so that was good. I was having contractions. They ended up just giving me shots and everything. I also fell out of the bathtub. I don't remember exactly how many weeks it was when that happened, but we ended up going to labor and delivery in Modesto, and they actually checked us there. They didn't make us drive all the way to Dameron, which was really nice. So they checked us there and everything was okay. They gave me a couple shots. They ended up giving me my extra, what's it called, RhoGAM shot while we were there, just in case any of my blood mixed with, or his blood mixed with my blood. So they did that then. And then in the month of September, I started getting really bad, like, side pain, right, like in my back, which I guess the doctors call it flank pain. But anyways, I started getting really bad pain right there, and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe he was just on something, because I was having sciatic pain too. I could barely walk and everything, so it really sucked. But anyways, on the day of I think it's the 23rd or 21st, anyways, whatever that Friday was, we ended up going to labor and delivery, because I was having some pain and I hadn't felt him move, which was really scaring me. So we ended up going to labor and delivery, and they checked everything and he was fine. And it was about an hour. We stayed there, and then they sent us home. And then the next morning I woke up around 5 o'clock and I was in so much pain, like, I mean, like, crying, extreme pain. And so I woke up Tavish and told him that we needed to go to the doctor, and so I ended up calling them and they told us to come right down. And we were probably in, like, the observation rooms, because at Kaiser they have, like, observation rooms so you can come and get checked out, so you don't have to be admitted, because every time you get admitted, you know, it costs money. So they end up doing that for free. So thanks, Dave. Love you.
Love you.
I will. But anyways, so they ended up putting us into a room because they thought I had a kidney infection and they wanted to do more testing. So they ended up doing that. The doctor came in and he took my blood work and everything, and they started giving me pain medicine. And they ended up giving me one of those pumps you just keep pushing the buttons for more pain medicine. It was that bad. I constantly needed it. They started me off with Phenagrin, and then they, wait, I think that's it, fentanyl, oh, whatever. Anyways, one of those, whatever the pain medicine is, they usually give you in your IV for labor. And then they end up switching it to some type of narcotic. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now. I'm sure I'll think of it in a little bit. But anyways, so they end up doing that, and I end up staying in the like the labor like the actual labor room, like beds that you push the baby out of your, you know. Anyways, I end up staying actually in one of those for 3 days, which really sucked because I couldn't get up or anything. Well, I could, but it was really hard to get up because I was constantly attached to, like, an IV and everything. And they ended up actually collapsing one of my veins when we were there, which is fun. Yay! Not fun. Anyways, so then after 3 days, they ended up moving us across the hall to postpartum, and they still were having everything done there. They were trying to rule out kidney stones because they thought I had kidney stones, so they ended up putting a catheter in without numbing me anywhere, which I don't know if any of you have gotten a catheter without being numb, because I know they give them during epidurals, which didn't hurt at all, but I didn't have an epidural, and it hurt so bad. So they ended up putting that in, and they wanted to come talk to me about putting a stent in, but I couldn't handle it. So anyways, they ended up sending me home after a couple days. They sent me home with some pain medication. I think they gave me like some Norco. So they did that, and we ended up having my baby shower, which was really exciting. I got to have it. Yay! You guys saw videos of that. Well, pictures of that. Sorry, I didn't have a video. But anyways, you guys saw pictures of that, which turned out really, really cute. My mom, my aunt, and my grandma threw that with the help of Savish's mom, which it turned out really, really cute. We got over 2,000 diapers, and over 60 people showed up. So it was really good success, especially for a backyard baby shower. But anyways, then we end up going back to labor and delivery because I was still having that flank pain on the right-hand side. And that was on, I think it was either the second, we ended up going down there. And they actually sent us home that day. They wanted us to stay, but I just, I wasn't in that much pain yet, so I didn't want to stay then, like, be admitted again just for them to send us home. But then we ended up coming back the next day because I was having contractions every 3 minutes. So we came back into that. And they actually were like, okay, we do need to admit you. So it was really nice because my OBGYN was actually there that night. It was a Wednesday night. And I don't know if you know how Kaiser works, but your OBGYN doesn't necessarily deliver your baby, because mine didn't. It's just whoever's on call there at the time. And so luckily Wednesday nights are his night, so he was there. And he had known about all the things that were going on and everything, of course, and he knew about all the pain I was in. And that Thursday, I would be 37 weeks exactly, and it was Wednesday night. So that morning, he got a hold of the high-risk doctor because in order to induce earlier than 39 weeks, they have to have a high-risk doctor approve it. So he came in and talked to me and told me about all the disadvantages and stuff that, the baby might not be ready and everything. And at that point, they just thought the best thing was for me to deliver because they were constantly pumping him full of pain medicine. And so, of course, it's getting through to him, which isn't good at all anyways. So they ended up inducing me that morning. So exciting. It took forever. But anyways, so they started me with a Cervidil, and then after the Cervidil opened up my cervix, they ended up putting one of those Foley bulbs in there, which what it is, it's basically like a catheter bulb. And it attaches in there, and they fill it up with saline solution. That way, they fill it up, and then they attach it to a bag. And the weight of that thing ends up opening up your cervix that much. So that's what they did. And then after that happened, they started the Pitocin. And then it was about 12 hours until I got the epidural. So I had gone all that time with all those contractions for 12 hours, which I was not a pleasant person. I about ripped off Towish's face. I just told him, do not touch me. Don't touch me. Hunter wanted to come say hi. This is Hunter. Say hi, Hunter. Hi. Say hi, everybody. He just woke up from his nap. His daddy's making him a baba. He is getting so big. Look at him. Last time we went to the doctor, he was 23 3/4 inches. Oh, don't cry, boo-boo. His daddy making funny faces. His dad, do you see yourself? You're right there. You see yourself, huh? So last time we were at the doctor, he was 23 3/4 inches. And he was 11 pounds and 13 ounces.
Hey, buddy.
So he's getting big. And
Hunter.
he just switched to size 2 diapers. And he's almost in 6-month clothing. He's growing out of his 3-month clothing. He's very long. And he looks just like his daddy. He actually ended up coming in and checking me, and his head was right there. So about an hour later, they said it was time to push, and he was born at 9:18 p.m. He was 8 pounds, 1 ounce, and he was 22.5 inches long. Big baby. But after he was born, we started noticing that he wasn't breathing right. He was grunting a lot. So they ended up having one of the pediatric NICU doctors come in, and they ended up taking him right to the NICU, which I didn't get to go. Daddy went, because Mommy couldn't handle it. But Daddy ended up going, and they ended up putting a bunch of tubes in him, and they just wanted to monitor him, make sure everything's okay. He ended up staying in the NICU for, was it 10 days, Dad? Yeah, he ended up staying in there for 10 days. And the only way he ended up getting to go home was Tavish was going to a wedding that weekend. And so we asked him if we could just take him home since he was doing a lot better and gaining weight. and he was off the Billy Light because he was having a bunch of jaundice. And we asked him if we could just bring him back to the clinic the next day, and so they ended up letting us take him home, which is great. We wanted him to so bad. So he got to go home on 10/11/12. Are you pooping? What? Huh? Oh, I said 10. Didn't I? Oh. Oh, it was 6 days. Sorry. I can't count. So bad. So he got to go home on 10/11/12. Are you pooping? What? Huh? Oh, I said 10. Didn't I? Oh. Oh, it was 6 days. Sorry. I can't count. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. See, I just want my Baba. I don't want to say hi to nobody. She's a little fussy, huh? So anyways, he was only in there for 6 days. And he's been doing good ever since. He's growing so big. Huh, Baba? So big. He loves bath time. And he likes talking. And he loves car rides. And he loves his cereal, Babas. So like I was saying, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them below. I'll try to get back to you and answer them. If you have any suggestions for videos, go ahead and leave those down there as well. And I will be putting up his 9-week of life video as soon as I finish this one. So I will talk to you guys then. Okay, bye.